Attempt number 2. The first attempt, as you know, failed with the polystyrene as a material for the mould. This time we're going to do the traditional route and use the resin. Okay, first you need the mould. Okay, what you need to do is you need to take your child's Lego or get some Lego. That way you can make yourself a little mould. Then what you do is you get your normal silicone. Mine was the pink sil. It was a two-part mixture. You got part A and part B. You mix that by weight, same volume. Mix it together. Then you put this down the bottom. Then you just pour the silicone here and let it fly over the top. Okay. Then you come up with the mould. Alright, take it out. Okay, and this gives you a good level of detail, a lot better than the plaster Paris mould, we'll say. Anyway, all we do is we then need to fill this up and let it dry. What we need is a consistent weight. Okay, we're just going to pour in part A now. My scale hasn't moved yet. Just move now to number 3. Alright, a little bit more. We'll go to 10. It's always good to do a little bit more. You don't want to run out short. Don't forget equal parts. So you got this plus the other bit, so that may be enough. Maybe enough. Alright, that's 9. The working time with these can be about, depending on what one you have, it could be like 10 minutes. Alright, that's part A. Put it off. Part B. Also go to 9 as well. Maybe that didn't quite. Part A, part B. Are they the same? No. Put a bit more in. Ideally, they should weigh around the same. $15. Get the party cups. Then that way they should be the same, either one. Alright, now what we do is we put part A into part B, or part B into part A, and we stir. Next thing we need to do is we ideally really need to make a mould. use our mould. What we want to do is we want to create a dam. Use our mould from before. This time we need to go higher, just so if there's any overflow it doesn't get reach out, not reach out, but overflow. Make a big mess on our desk, not like I've just done then. Right. Alright, once we do this, then we'll pour our moulds. Alright, just about done. Right, there we go. There's no stress being pushed to push our mould in, because that's the same mould we used before. Right. Now all we do is we just pour our mould. We'll mix it, then we'll pour in there. I have part B, and we're going to pour part A in now. Get our stick. Try and get as much as we can. Always going to get some cup stuff that's stuck in the cup. That's why we try and use a little bit more, but not too much. Right. Mix it together. Thorough mix. Sometimes there are things that you're meant to do part A then part B, but just pour in our moulds. If you had a little bag that you could suck out the air with, like a food sealer bag, that'd be good. That way you can get rid of the bubbles, if there are any bubbles in there. And now we wait. G'day YouTube. It's been a day later after I've poured the resin into the mould. What we'll do is we'll just take it apart. Moulds. Good thing with Lego is that it's easy to break apart. Alright, we're apart now. Now we're just okay. Big reveal. Look at that, eh? Brilliant. Is there any flaws? No. No flaws at all. Oh, actually, no, I tell a lie. Right down the end here, we've got a little floor here. Other than that, it's pretty good. We have the original and the copy. I think that's pretty good. The other way we could have got a perfect copy is that if we had put it in a little vacuum chamber and we sucked the air out, that way it would have got rid of the air. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. All we need to do is just cut the pour plug here off and it'll be good. The good thing with the mould is when we filled it up, it ran over the top a bit. Okay, since it's done that, it's given us, and when we've moulded our part, it's given us a nice parting line. Right down here, look at that. All we do is we cut along that line and we're good as gold. Upon making a closer inspection after I've cut the back off, I found that there are a couple more little problems, but we can fix that with putty. Okay, first problem was this bit here. We have a hole. Right. Second problem, as you can see, is here and here. There on the dials. There and there. We can fix that, we can putty it. And we will putty it. And there's just a bit down in here. That's probably a little bit hard to putty, that one. Probably a bit of paint over the top of that, and that should work alright. And the other little problem is just our little bit down here, but we're going to glue something on that anyway, so that won't matter. And we'll put the pedals on. We'll have to make pedals since we don't have pedals. I'll just make the pedals out of polystyrene, something like that. Should look alright. Go under here somewhere. But now, there you go. I'll give it a bit more of a polish. A little bit of a blemish on the roof here. Not on the roof, but on the top of the dash. Should be able to polish it up a bit. Put a little bit of putty here and there. Other than that, that should come up alright. So, I've just puttied the corners. I've just puttied down here, puttied here and there. Let that dry, then we just need to give it a little bit of a touch up with a file or a knife, and that should be alright. Just a short update on my my dash for the car. As I was fixing it, I put a hole in the corner, so I had to put a bit more putty on it. I bought some new putty from the local Super Cheap here in Brisbane. Zoom out. This is what it's called, blade putty. It's quite good at sanding, so we can't get that that Bondo was it spot and glazing putty, not here in Australia anyway, unless we import it. Anyway, this seems to be pretty good at the moment. This is probably the first day or so of using it, so we can only see how it turns out. Anyway, so I've had to do a couple of rounds of putty on it because I didn't quite get it the first time. So we'll show you later.